girls looking back at it, and a good girl in my tax bracket. Got a black card and let sex have it. These Chanel bags is a bad habit.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have a special guest. This is Bria. I'll have her channel linked down below. Today me and Bria are ex-best friends. In today's video we haven't talked in almost a year. We've had like very little conversation like through 2018, probably talked like 3 or 4 times. I'm gonna give a little bit of a backstory, just like when we met, how long we've been friends, and then we're gonna talk about like why we stopped being friends a year ago. It happened my birthday last year, my birthday's this week, so it's been almost a year that we stopped being friends. And we're basically just going to address everything on camera. We haven't talked about the situation. We literally, you know, had our little falling out, stopped talking, and then like the 3 times we talked, the rest of the year had absolutely nothing to do with it. So this is going to be our first time talking about the situation, addressing it on camera. And we got wine and we got our glasses to match our robes. We're drinking pink Moscato, even though it is 11:43 a.m. but it's 12 o'clock somewhere. So we about to drink our wine and do our makeup. I feel like this video is going to be really long because both of us
got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, and we're both really talkative already. Am I the only person who improvises with this? Because I've done this plenty of times before. You gotta stick it all the way in there.
Why don't you just use the mechanical one?
Because it's upstairs. I guess we could start like how long we've been friends.
Well, we met Roland Park.
Yeah.
7th grade.
Yeah, we met in the 7th grade.
I don't remember exactly how we met. I guess it was just like one of those.
Yeah, we was in the same class.
Yeah,
we was in the same class. And we was close in middle school, but I feel like a lot of people have friends in middle school that don't carry on to high school. But me and Bria, like, we was together like that summer after 8th grade. You spent the whole summer
yeah.
like at my house.
Six Flags trips, like
like everything, the whole summer. We graduated what, 2011?
Yeah.
So when high school started, freshman year, like we was good like the first beginning of the year, but of course like we went to 2 different high schools, so naturally
I think freshman, I remember
we was like the first half
coming over, like catching
the first half, but not the second half. Like I feel like all the way up to like December.
No, I feel like the whole freshman year we were good.
You think so? Because
Yeah,
I remember remember I came to your little you had an event at your school, a party, and I was at your house and we went to a party at your school.
Freshman
girl,
year.
because I was pressed, you know. I went to private school and we didn't have stuff like that.
But I can't remember all the way. I don't think we didn't stop talking, Kenise, until 2013.
No.
Yes.
Because we was talking, we were talking, but we stopped being around each other like 24/7 and talking every single day.
I don't
That's
think
what
so.
Yes. We was not.
It was so no, we didn't stop talking until sophomore year.
I know for sure we stopped talking in 2013.
But I don't remember no type of like altercation or nothing.
We didn't have an altercation. We just had like our own situations going. Like you made friends at your new high school. I made friends. So like we wasn't together. I know we weren't together how we was at first.
Is like horrible. But
yeah.
I could have swore the whole.
For sure the first half of the year. But I feel like after Christmas and stuff, like I don't remember. Matter of fact, no, we was together up until sophomore year, because I remember I came over your house because you lived. No, you was at my grandmother's house because my grandmother was right near your high school. Yeah. So okay, we was talking, but we still wasn't talking like every single day. We wasn't at each other's house every single weekend, like how we was.
I mean, when school started, yeah.
Yeah. Fast forward to 2013. We're not gonna get into that.
We don't have to go deep into it.
Yeah, we don't gotta go deep.
But it wasn't. I don't think
it wasn't
us.
personal. Like it wasn't personal. We're
both going through
our own situations, and we just separated. No beef whatsoever in 2013. We just separated and, you know, got ourselves together. So then we started talking again. We didn't really talk any of 2014, but 2015 when we graduated.
This was like right before
graduation because we was inviting each other to like our prom and stuff like that. So that's when we started talking. Then when we got to college, we took another gap. No beef, just like a gap in friendship.
Why?
Because we was in college.
No, but like
don't start this shit. We was not talking. When we freshman in college.
But what happened between senior year?
Nothing. We didn't start like beefing.
No. Because what happened when we came back around each other around what? Senior year, I don't think we got back as close as we were.
We didn't. We just
it was kind of like we were.
Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Come to my prom, graduation.
Right. It was even at that point. It wasn't a talking to each other every day. It was kind of like
and we was both working and stuff by then. Like when we was in middle school, it was so easy to spend the whole summer together.
We had nothing to do.
We used to try to get
we used to find change, go to get
the snowballs and stuff like that because we ain't have shit to do. But once we got older, you know, you have jobs.
And boyfriends.
Yeah, everything is like different.
Right.
Hold on, I can't talk and do my eyebrow at the same time.
I feel like I kind of
What?
took a little more off than I was supposed to.
What?
It's okay.
What did you do?
I was trying to shave my eyebrows. It's alright. I'm ready to fix this right quick.
I pluck my eyebrows.
I was being lazy.
I don't do that.
This is $1. I'm like, let me try this.
Okay. So now we are okay. This is when we started getting close. Like we came back to like where we were when we were in middle school. So this was your sophomore year, right? You were a sophomore in college.
Right.
This was after me and Tristan broke up. Was you a junior? No, you was a sophomore. Yeah, because junior year would have been last year. Right. So it was sophomore year when I came to UMES.
When you came up there,
that was your sophomore year. It had to be. Because if it was your junior year, then the next year would have been your senior year. You were senior year now.
I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. I guess. All right.
Okay, so we both went through our breakups at the same time. Actually, we were both in relationships that we had been in for a little while, and then we went through our breakups the beginning of 2017. So that's when we started to get like back how we were. It was like we was back like we never left. Like we was on FaceTime.
I feel like it's kind of always.
Back like we never left. Like every time we stopped talking, no matter how long the gap, like the longest gap we've taken in a friendship was probably this year, honestly. A full year of no talking. This is probably. What do you think the longest is?
I think the gap
junior
from
2013 to senior year. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. So every time we like become friends again after a breakup or a gap, I feel like I'm not gonna say I feel like we're just as close as we were before. Like we back like we never left every single time. So this time we was going through our breakups and whatnot, and we was back like FaceTiming every day. We was going to sleep on the phone every night, both trying to help each other get through our breakups. And we grown now, so we took our vacation, like we was like back. So now this is all of 2017. We had a couple of arguments. Me and Bria, let's just be real. We argue a lot. We argue a lot, but it's like a relationship because when we together, like
I mean, we know how to get over. Like we don't have petty arguments. We were like, oh, well, forget you.
Yeah, but we won't leave each other's house. Like we'll be at we be at each other's houses,
not liking each other,
right? And we be petty.
So I didn't fully agree with your story time because you was like, oh, Bree's a hothead and da 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 da. But no, but I will say, is this kind of happened after, like, kind of after the fight incident happened.
It was the next day.
No, you don't. Let me explain what I'm gonna say. Like I do realize, like, okay, when I drink, I do get like, you know, what's up, but like, who don't? But what I will say, that day, like, I got two kind of drunk moods. I'm either gonna be friendly, I'm gonna be everybody's friend, or if you bump me the wrong way, what's up? But that particular day, I was in a friendly mood. I was not trying to fight anybody. That girl was trying to fight me. You can't
I agree.
Somebody like, oh, you want to fight?
No, definitely. No, I'm not gonna say that the people. Where the fuck my spoolie go?
I'm using it.
Oh, I'm looking like, where the fuck is my spoolie at? No, I will say this: the bitches we was fighting, they gnats. That's the word I just learned. Nothing as thoughts. They really, like, they the type that go looking for fights everywhere they go. Like, I told you the girl that we was beefing with, like, I had beef with her in high school. So, like, I knew, like, who we end up fighting. Like, the bitches they trifling. Like, that's what the fuck they do. They love to fight. They gushy sisters, you know? So they was definitely looking for a fight. My thing is, it was my 21st birthday, and reason why I say you and the rest of my friends are hotheads is because I was like, I'm not the type, I feel like I'm going to defend my friends more than I'm going to defend myself, and that's exactly what happened. Like, I disagree. No, they started throwing shade at me before the fight even started, but I walked away. That's what I'm saying. The bitch had said something as we was walking to the car. She was like, oh, what we got beef for? What she want to fight? Or she actually said, like, what she want to fight? And I didn't say anything.
See, but let's pause right there, because in a situation like that, when you already feel like that you got beef coming up, that's when you supposed to let all your friends know, like, we might got a problem.
No, because we was already walking to the car. I'm like, it's my 21st birthday. We about to go to the casino.
I wasn't walking to the car.
We not about to. Okay, I didn't know that.
I wasn't walking to the car. No, because remember I was what was you doing? Remember, all I remember was us, like, as soon as we left the club.
Yeah, so tell me a short story of what it was, because everybody, like, I feel like a lot of arguments, and this is not just me and Bria's situation, this is anybody that has arguments or disagreements. A lot of things is not necessarily who's right and who's wrong. It's up to perspective, because how you experience something through your eyes and through your lens is not going to be the same experience that somebody else had. Because I didn't even know that you wasn't fucking, I didn't know that you weren't walking to the car.
That's what I'm saying. But my thing is, when you go out, you're with your friends, you're with your friends, it's supposed to be one band, one sound.
Together, right.
Right, like,
bitch, when we walking through the car, what
but we weren't walking to the car at that point.
What point are you talking about?
As soon as we left, we waiting for
I'm past
the car. But no, I'm not.
Okay.
We were just standing right there.
Yeah, we were sitting outside the
waiting.
club.
And so while we were standing waiting,
y'all was being friendly.
I went over to the girl I went to high school with, like, hey girl, but y'all were still standing there at that point.
Yeah. So but all of y'all was being friendly.
Who was all of y'all?
Like, my sisters, like, all of y'all was pumping
at that time, I was only focused on what I didn't know. I knew y'all was where I left y'all.
And this is what I'm saying to you. You must have been a little bit more drunk than I realized, because you didn't go anywhere. Y'all was... Y'all, we was in the same spot. You keep talking about y'all was...
It felt like I walked away.
Bria, I know I have a snap from when we was sitting out there, yo.
I had to take like a good 3 steps or something.
3 steps is not left y'all where y'all at. Look, okay, y'all. So we're sitting right outside the club. It's a group of girls standing 2 feet in front of us. So you walked up 2 feet. That's not going anywhere.
But I mean, yeah, like, y'all can still see me, basically.
Bria, you were standing right in front of
Listen. No, I was... Okay, whatever. No, but don't make it seem like they was, like, directly in front of us. They was, like... I swear they was, like, little ways away.
No, they were not. Y'all was smack dead in front of us. Like, we was all sitting there still huddled up. Enough of me... Like, how I hear y'all full-blown conversation if you walk away.
You yes, I did. What we said by this point.
No, I did hear what the fuck y'all was saying, because Ray was telling, like, that's what I'm saying. All of my friends was on some friendly shit. It's my birthday. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was listening and I was observing. I'm just sitting there drunk waiting for my boyfriend to bring the car. But I'm listening to everybody conversation. Ray was saying to one of the girls, she was like, oh, y'all look cute. Y'all cute as shit, this and the third. And you was like, don't you go to Hawk? Don't I know you from somewhere? Like, I'm hearing you. And the girl was saying, like, you look familiar. Like, I heard all of that because y'all was standing. Bria, we was in the same...
You didn't hear the bitch say, oh, what you want to fight? You didn't hear that?
I just said that. She said that. Okay.
She said that to me.
No, listen. Okay, y'all. So this is what happened.
No, that bitch was dead in my face like, oh, what you want to fight? I swear to God. And I'm like, no, I don't.
But by then, y'all, okay, so we standing out there, and I realized that okay, this is how I'm about to tell y'all how drunk she might have been, because listen to this part. When the girl, because I started talking to one of the girls in the group. I didn't have to stand up to walk anywhere to talk to her. That's how I know that you wasn't far away, because I sat in the same spot and was having the same I was having a conversation with a girl standing next to the girl.
I wasn't that far, but I walked away. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm so serious. Like, I took a few steps away.
Bria, but you was right in front of
like
me.
This.
I mean, yeah, but bitch, how close we need to be? Fuck.
When you drunk, clearly we should have been closer.
No, so listen, y'all. So the girl, I recognized one of the girls, but I didn't, off top, I didn't know where I recognized her from, but I knew she looked familiar. So we both kind of peeped each other at the same time. She was like, you know, like, you look familiar, and I said it to her, like, you look familiar, and it took us a second to register, like, who we both were, but I think we registered at the same moment, and I'm thinking, like, oh shit, this that crazy bitch that tried to stab me and tase me a couple of years ago. So the girl was like, don't you, didn't you used to mess with somebody named Bubbles? So I'm like,
said, hell no.
No, okay, so this is what I'm thinking, y'all. Me and this bitch, listen, y'all. A couple of people probably thinking the same thing Bria thinking. Why you ain't just say no? I don't recognize you.
I found out about a crazy bitch that tried to stab me.
Yeah, listen, this is what I was thinking, y'all. That shit happened when we was in high school. I'm 21 now, so this is years later. Mind you, me and Bubbles at the time was still friends on Facebook. So I seen that he had like a new girlfriend, 2 new kids, but a new girlfriend. Like, this is years later, like, we grown now. So off top, I'm thinking like, she don't care no more. Like, we just bringing it up to, you know, acknowledge where we know each other from. But I didn't
try to kill me. Yeah, that's
I didn't think that bitch was still gonna be mad.
Tried to stab
Would
me.
you try to fight somebody that you had beef with back in the day?
If the bitch tried to stab me, we're not having a conversation, period.
It wasn't necessary. Okay, I guess when I'm drunk, I wasn't thinking about that part. Like, damn, you did try to stab me.
Like, you tried to stab. We're gonna have a problem every time you see me, bitch. You tried to kill me.
You got a good point. But me, I wasn't thinking about that.
We're friends today, even though you tried to kill me last month. Like, no, bitch.
You right. I wasn't thinking of it like that. I was thinking like, that shit was years ago. The bitch was mad over a nigga she was fucking with. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about the part that she really did try to she tried to stab me. We kind of acknowledged each other at the same time, and I'm just like, but at this point, at the same time we acknowledging like who we are, the car pulls up. So my boyfriend pulls outside, pulls up, and he, you know, they got the car. They like, come on, walk towards the car. So we start walking towards the car as I'm like passing the girl.
Not me.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody started walking but Bria.
Me.
I didn't know that you ain't start walking because my 2 friends was walking in front of me.
You should have known if it was a crazy bitch.
And this is what I'm saying to you. You see the whole squad walking to the car.
I didn't see, because I'm having a conversation with the girl that I went to high school with. Me and her was having a conversation like, oh girl, you know me? Yeah, remember when we were having a conversation. At that point, I'm facing y'all. Y'all were like behind me.
Okay, so we drunk and we in our own little world. Because I didn't know that you wasn't walking to the car. And you ain't know that we was walking to the car. But the car's across the street.
No,
like, y'all, we literally just walking across the street. We not walking around the corner. We on one side of the street and the car's parked across. We walking across the street downtown. So, you know, it's not like a side street, so it's a bigger street because it's downtown. So we standing with the group of girls on one side of the street that the club is on, and my boyfriend is literally across the street with the van waiting for us. So we all, besides Bria.
No, but he came to get me.
When did he come to get you?
He came, I guess he came to tell everybody, like, come on. And I remember when, like, at this point when me and the girl started arguing, he like, nah, Bria, like, no, that's not what we doing, let's go. That's how I knew. Cause y'all damn sure ain't coming.
Okay, so listen. When we get in the car, right? My best friend, well, no, she's my best friend. My sister's in the car, Shay's in the car, and everybody's in the car but Bria. But this is what I realized that Bria wasn't, because I didn't know that Bria didn't walk with us. We all walking towards the car. It's 2 people in front of me. I'm thinking that Bria is behind me walking to the car.
But what I'm gonna say is, you should have known.
And how you should have known that we was walking to the car.
No, but I'm saying, if you know you got, I was drunk. But I'm saying, when I'm drunk or I'm out with people, when we leaving, like, we be like, let's go.
And that's what I'm saying, Bria. That's what I'm saying. What do you want me to hold your hand? My boyfriend.
No, you don't have to hold my hand, but you should know when you're, as soon as you taking stuff away.
Okay, so let me understand this. I was supposed to know that you wasn't with us.
Yes.
But you wasn't supposed to know that everybody was walking to the car.
Clearly you said you seen me walk and talk, like talking to the girl. You seen me leave. So you should have made sure when you left that I was with you.
But you didn't even see me leaving.
Yeah, we just said that.
So that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know
so
y'all
it's my
leaving.
responsibility to make sure that you with us, but you don't know that we're leaving.
I'm saying, if you're leaving, at the time, like, say if I was leaving, I should have made sure, like, since I'm walking away, everybody that I came with is with me. And when you're walking away, you should make sure everybody that you came with is with you.
So I should have doubled back. I should have been checking all my corners, is basically what you're saying.
Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure
because
all my.
listen, I wasn't like, oh, let me fuck one of my friends. I really assumed that when he came up, like he stood in the middle of the street, like, come on y'all, call over here, and we all started to walk. I'm thinking that you're walking too. Like, I'm looking in front of me.
That's wrong.
Oh, well, obviously, because you wasn't fucking you wasn't fucking there. But okay, you're right. I shoulda looked back. I shoulda looked back.
You shoulda.
So anyway, we get in the car, y'all. The second I get in the car, that's when I realized that Bria wasn't there. So the whole time we walking across the street to the car, I'm thinking that Bria is walking behind me. We get in the car, and the second I sat down, I said, where the fuck is Bria? And somebody said, I don't even know who the fuck said it. It might have been one of the guys. They said she outside fighting. I said, who outside fighting? So I'm trying to rattle to get the fuck out the car. My boyfriend's trying to stop me, like, yo, like, I'm gonna go get her, like, no. And in my mind at this point, like, as we walking away, y'all, as we was walking to the car, I heard the girl say, do you want to fight over this and the third? But I didn't know she was talking to you. I thought she was talking about me. Because me and the girl, the bitch that tried to stab me, her homegirl asked her, like, would she want to fight? So I thought she was talking about me because we had beef with each other. But you saying that she was talking to you.
That girl was in my face like, oh, what you want to fight?
Why did she say that to you? Like, what did you do?
I didn't do any. I swear I ain't do nothing. For real. I just was talking to the girl about being in high school together. And then I get...
Bria, that don't sound right.
No, but listen. Didn't you say she said something to you at one... No.
What?
Maybe we're talking about the same or what you want to fight. I don't know. I'm thinking, no. You said y'all had a conversation where y'all acknowledged that y'all knew who each other was. So, what I'm thinking is... While y'all had this little acknowledgement or whatever, I'm thinking she seen me over there talking to one of her friends, like, oh, well, this bitch came over here. She must want to fight.
So who said it to you? The girl that I was talking to?
I don't know who was who, honestly, but it was like a brown skinned girl.
Okay, then no, because the girl that I had beef with was light skinned, really light skinned,
with the red lips.
Yeah.
Oh, that was her.
Yeah, that was the one that tried to stab me.
Oh, she a pretty killer.
Yeah, isn't she a pretty ass killer?
Yeah.
Crazy,
when
right?
I looked at the video, I said, oh, she pretty as shit. But no, okay. Well,
I do look orange.
You look orange. Yeah.
I definitely look orange.
But, yeah, but it was a different girl. It was a brown girl. I don't even know where the... And the thing is, I couldn't find her in the video.
You couldn't find the girl that you was fighting? Yeah. I mean, the girl who said what she said to you?
In the video, I'm like, which one was it? I don't know.
Okay, so this is what the fuck I mean by perspective. From Bria's perspective, I left her. From my perspective, bitch, I thought she was fucking walking.
You don't do that. When everybody drunk, it's one band, one sound.
Facts. But you didn't, and you wasn't a part of the band because you talking about you didn't know everybody was leaving. How everybody else here, loud ass mouth, saying, come on, the car is here, but you didn't hear that. Like, how everybody else hear that?
Listen.
You talking about one band, one sound? What fucking band are you in?
Listen.
Like, I can see if I walk to the car and all of my friends got left, clearly, I'm the oddball out. How you the only person that didn't hear this man loud as fuck?
You checked on your oddball. It's what I'm going to say.
Anyway, so when we get in the car, y'all, alright, so I heard the bitch say, what she want to fight? But I guess we don't know who they was talking about, but I'm pretty sure they was talking about me. Bria, that don't make sense for them to say that to you. Because, like...
Are you telling me she ain't
No, listen to what I'm saying, though. You didn't have no beef with that girl. Why the fuck would she be asking if you want to fight?
I wanted to know.
That's why I don't think it was about you. You was taking that shit personally.
I can't take it personally. She was in my personal space asking me if I wanted to fight. She didn't say from across the room, and I'm just thinking, huh? You talking to me? Like, no. This bitch was in my face. Oh, what you want to fight? I said, what? No. Like, I said no. I really said no. I said I didn't even come over here for that. I just came here to speak to her. Like, no. And I don't remember what happened after that.
No, this is why I was
like, Brad, beat this bitch ass.
When did you get a bottle thrown at you? Like, when did that happen? Because I just called you. No, listen, because something don't make sense. Listen. In your video, you said
somebody threw something at me. Yes,
you said you was in the car.
I wasn't in the car. I was not in the car. Let me tell you what happened, because clearly you don't know.
We need to play
you were in the car.
Insert clip from Bria's video.
So I get in the car, but as I get one foot in the car, someone throws something at my back.
So I get in the car.
Yes,
you said you was in the car.
No, I never got in the car. I was on my way, like 1 foot in the car. Listen, I know what I said when I said it. So I get in the car. Let's go to the video. said, the girl like, oh, what you want to fight? And then your boyfriend came over to me like, nah, Bria, like, that's not what we doing. We not doing this today. And I'm like, you right.
What you just say?
In the car. And I'm like, yeah, we get in the car. Listen. So I go, I get in the car. But as I get one foot in the car, someone throws something at my back.
Okay, so you did walk to the car, is what I'm saying.
Yes, I walked to the car, but y'all were already in the car when I got there. He came back to get me, is what I'm saying. Y'all were in the car, he came back to get me. And by that time, me and the girl in each other's face like this. And he like, no, Bria, like, no, we're not ready to do this. Get in the car. And I didn't want to fight the girl. I didn't even know who she was. So, like, I'm going to get in the car. But you're not ready to throw nothing at me.
So I don't know what it was. Hit you or not? You said it was a plastic bottle.
I don't know what it was. Something hit me in my back.
Okay, so I didn't witness, like, I didn't see any of this. I'm trying to figure out how we in the same car and I didn't see this.
Because you were in a car and I was getting ready to get in the car.
Okay, well, I said, where's Bria? And they said she outside fighting. So at this point, I'm like, fuck out of here. So I jump out the car and my boyfriend's trying to stop me like, no, like, I'ma get her. And I'm like, no, like, she's not about to fucking fight by herself. I don't need you to go get her. I'm going to fucking go get her. So y'all, when I get out there, my edges is rough.
What happened when you got out there? Because I swear I remember at one point being on the floor. Like, I remember.
This is okay. So when I came out there, all I saw was somebody on you. So I grabbed the bitch.
Me, like, what?
No, she was on you. Like, you were on the bottom and she was on top of you.
Like this?
I don't remember if she was hitting you. I just see you on the bottom and her on top.
I just remember speaking for my life.
Yeah, I grabbed the girl over top of you and I just started grabbing it and I'm pulling her. We're gonna insert clips so y'all can see what's going on. And just for the record, I need to tell y'all what our outfits are. I got the video.
Not you. The first part, I swear it was like 2 parts to that fight.
It is 2 parts to that fight.
Me against whoever, and then there was a part like I don't know. It got broken. I guess this when you came, it got broken up. Security came, and then the second part when we went at it like a second time. I want to say.
No, it was one big ass fight.
No, but like at one point we stopped. I was on the ground one point and I got up. So it was a point from when I was on the ground fighting, and then I don't remember how this happened.
Yeah, when you fight, like, how do we get from, because I remember me in the street and dragging Shorty, and next thing you know, we in front of the car getting pepper sprayed.
I don't remember how I got up off the ground to drag her. I remember, no.
Yeah, because I pulled the bitch off of you and I started hitting her.
Alright, so I got up, and then what? Then I just like grabbed her and started dragging her. Is that like, I don't remember.
We was both dragging her. If you look at the video, we was both dragging her.
What the fuck? Yeah, Kenise.
Oh, you know her?
It's her birthday.
Oh!
Yeah,
he
Kenise.
dragging the shit out her.
What the fuck? Yeah, Kenise.
Oh, you know her?
It's her birthday.
Oh!
Yeah, Kenise.
So you was on the bottom, and when I came out there, I saw her on top of you. So I wasn't worried about shit else, but the person that was on top of you. I grabbed the head, I said, bitch, get the fuck off my best friend. And I pulled her head, and when I pulled her off of you, you got up. And we both, as I'm dragging her, you hitting her, as I'm just dragging her, and you hitting her as I'm dragging her.
What the fuck? Yeah, Kenise.
Oh, you know her?
It's her.
So everything after that part, it's a blur until we got pepper spray. I don't know how we got from, because when we was dragging her, we was in the middle of the street. I don't know when our wigs came off, and I don't know how we got to the point of getting pepper spray. Eventually, the police come out. They probably was out the whole fucking time. I really don't know. But I feel like they was yelling at first, like telling us to stop fighting. But come on now, what are we?
This was like security.
Yeah, security. We're not going to stop fighting because big ass black men are telling us to stop fucking fighting.
Long as they swinging, I'm swinging.
Yeah, pass me that beauty blender, please. Yeah, so security come out and they basically trying to get us to stop fighting, but we not stop fighting. Like you said, we don't stop fighting until bitches stop swinging. So we probably think we about to get arrested, but nobody think about that. Like, we intoxicated and our adrenaline is running because we in the middle of a fight. So when they pepper sprayed us, I thought everybody stopped when we got fucking pepper spray. For one, I couldn't see shit because we got pepper sprayed.
There you go.
And this is why you
time
and listen to
in the story.
Okay, I'm listening.
Second time in the store, you assume that I'm with you.
I'm listening.
You assumed that I was there.
Bria, if I have pepper spray in my eye, what the hell do you want me to do at this point? Okay, I didn't have pepper spray in my eye.
No, because you ain't getting. What's the face had pepper spray?
No, he had a lot of fucking pepper spray in his eye. But we all got fucking pepper sprayed.
Look, I ain't get pepper sprayed enough to stop.
I don't think you had a choice. Because no, listen, them bitches are immune to pepper spray. Because if you look at the video, I stopped when I got pepper sprayed. He stopped grabbing people.
No,
like everybody.
No, go pull the video up because I could have swore the pepper spray came.
This is
no. Cause listen, after we dragged the girl, I'm still hitting the girl. Then her friends came over. Then like what? Two more of them came over. The bitch that got dragged and got out. And at that point, it was everybody. It was like all three of them against me. And then they pepper sprayed.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they. Look at
I'm
the
about
video.
to show you. They pepper sprayed probably fucking more than once.
And if y'all want to see the video, we both got our own
We can
versions.
insert it. We can. I'm gonna insert it right here so you can see what the fuck we seeing.
It's a wig, put it back in the camera, baby girl. It's a wig.
It's a wig for sale.
That's what I'm talking about. It's a wig, put it back in the camera, baby girl. It's a wig.
It's a wig for sale.
You see that? That was pepper spray. Did you see that? Look. You see that? That he's spraying? That's pepper spray. He's spraying.
I guess.
Ain't no you guess, you looking at it. And then he came again, look. Cause look, he tried to grab you and then he covered his eyes because they came again. So he got hit with it twice. That's why it burned his eyes more.
That shit ain't burnt me. No, that shit burnt my back. I remember that night when I was I was sleeping on the floor. What's the face house? That night, my back, like it.
Everything was spicy.
Everything was
that pepper
burning
spray
hard.
wasn't no joke.
Like it didn't get in my eyes, thank God. But that night, my back, I'm like, it was like nothing I could do. Even when I got in that shower, it burnt my back. I'm like, no, Jesus way.
So we go home. I'm getting fussed out the whole way home. Like my man, he was.
And he tried to blame me. He gonna say, he was like, he thought it was like I was fighting her over a nigga or something like that. I'm like,
no, he said it to me. He said you fight
to me.
He said it to me. He
no,
said
he was like, Bria, and I'm pissed at you because you fighting over a nigga. I said, what? I didn't even know the bitch.
He was mad that he got pepper sprayed too.
He got at everybody.
I got fussed out the whole way home, y'all. Like he was like, you fucking got me out here fighting. My ex was a drug dealer, so he like, we got shit in the car. We gotta get home. You fucking out here fighting, and I'm just like, did you want me to like leave? He wanted me to stay in the car while he go save my best friend from a fight. That's what he wanted me to do. So we get home, and I think I still have that video when we was in the bed talking mad shit. When we was laying in bed, let me see if I still got it.
Adrenaline was pumping.
Yeah, because we were still drunk. All right, y'all. So I have a video of us. This is after the fight. This is my first time looking at this. Like I never looked at it.
Post it. I'm pretty sure we don't have no wigs on.
We don't have no wigs on. So y'all, this is when we get home.
Listen, bitch. You's a real one, bitch. You's a motherfucking real one.
Listen, we got.
You got our wigs, yo.
We got the.
You got our look.
We bought.
You got our wigs. We was ready to cry about these wigs. I just brought my wig 2 days ago, $400, and you got it, yo. Anything you want, you can get. I have on me. You want it's on me. I'm not joking. Listen, I got you.
Yo, listen. We is spazzing. Like, yo, look at our fingers.
I got 2 nails on each finger, bitch, and you got the wigs, yo. Got the wig show
that's broke.
Listen,
but she said I circled around and got y'all wigs. You are a real bitch.
It don't get no realer.
I circled around and got y'all wigs.
It gets no realer, yo.
Bitch, you know that's $1,000 worth of hair.
I brought my wig 2 days ago, yo. It gets no realer. Use the real one, Shay. I hop on me, bitch.
That's why I love y'all.
I hop on me, bitch. We beat bitches today. We got our phones and our wigs, Shay. Use the real one. You's a real one.
For real.
I'm sitting here bald headed shit. I'm trying to convince
You
niggas
see
that-
this? We got this retarded ass braids in our head.
I'm trying to convince niggas that this is shrinkage. And you got my wig, bitch.
So you really bought it?
It really is shrinkage. Don't do that shit. Oh, it's you laughing a little bit too hard, you bitch. You can't claim shrinkage. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. First of all,
You should have touched your neck. You should have touched your neck. BB's in the back of your head.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
First of all, shrinkage is right over here. You just went natural. So,
I bet that's
In our mind, we won.
we beat that bitch.
We won this fight.
Cause the only thing I remember was dragging the girl. I'm like, yeah, I dragged that bitch. That's like for some kind of way my mind.
No, we did. We was dragging. This is what it was. Honestly, though, for one, we were outnumbered. That's for starters. So I feel like we didn't get our ass beat. Let's just start there.
Right.
Like we ain't have no bruises, no shit like that. And if you look at the video, we was doing the dragging in the beginning. But at the end of the day, we were outnumbered for one because one of my friends didn't even fight. And that was a whole nother conversation for a whole nother situation. I was pissed about it. And I didn't know that she didn't fight until I'm not gonna put this part in there. My bad. I'm not gonna put this part in there. Oh y'all,
by the next video we're gonna be a little lit.
yeah, we are. We are home. And I don't mind you y'all, we didn't see the we didn't see a video till the next day when it was on Instagram. So in our mind, we won. And I feel like we did the best that we could for 3 people against it was like 6, right? So we was double. And yeah,
I don't even want to say 3 people because
Ray Ray
was like
in her own best. Yeah. So my sister was fighting with us, but she and the girl was fighting.
She was fighting like one-on-one.
Hey yo! Get the milk out! Hey, let me go!
But okay, so it was really 2
like,
against. How many people was we with?
Like
Just
3
me
or 4.
and you. Yeah, so me and Bria, it was double we had, and we had no bruises, no nothing like that. And at the end of the day, we was doing some dragging. We go to sleep that night, everything's fine and dandy. We wake up the next day, and Bria left because we was at my house. Bria left to go get her car and go home. So this is the day after my birthday now, and I'm supposed to have a dinner party. We was on FaceTime that morning. The fight was all over social media, so we looking at the video. We sober at this point, so now we mad because like the fuck we
people
grown.
Talking stuff in the comments.
Yeah, like bitches is so trifling. Who still fights? Like at the end of the day, like you do what you have to do. Like it's not like we went there looking for a fight. Like right, but the comments was like bitches is so trifling. They out here, so we both embarrassed, not because of how the fight looked. We was more so embarrassed because of what they were saying in the comments, because they didn't know who it was. Like they didn't know it was us. It's not like we was getting tailored. Oh, that's K-Ski Official and her friend. Like
no, they did say yeah, Kenise.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't.
They didn't really know who the fuck was in the fight. We was more so embarrassed at like the comments. Like people were saying like Baltimore so trifling, this and the third. And at the end of the day, like she said, we didn't go there looking for a fight. It was the girls we was fighting who wanted smoke. Like. So we was embarrassed for that reason alone. We just got off social media. They ended up taking the videos down like that same day. I don't know if the pages got reported or what, but they took those videos down. It took me a little minute to go retrieve them. But so we on FaceTime, we chilling like we do every day. We on FaceTime. So then it's later on this night now, and it's my dinner party, mind you. We already done talked about my dinner party prior to, so I'm thinking we still in agreement. Bria's coming to my dinner party, this and the third. So I get to my dinner party and she not there. So I didn't send her. I didn't send you a message while I was there. I don't know if I was just waiting for her to show up or what. But Bria never came to my fucking dinner party, so I'm pissed by the end of the night. So when I get home, I FaceTime Bria and she didn't answer. And she texts me like, what's up? I'm busy. So I straight caught an attitude because it wasn't necessarily that she didn't come to my dinner party that bothered me. It's like she didn't like say anything, like no type of communication, nothing. She didn't say, hey, not coming, I'm mad at you, bitch, I'm cutting you off, nothing.
But I didn't
say nothing to me until I got home.
I know I didn't say anything, but I think earlier that day
I sent you a message. I'm like, this was like when I first seen the video. I'm like, Kenise.
My camera died, y'all. But we back. I just wanted to curl my hair off camera.
So the dinner party.
Yeah,
I didn't come.
Bria didn't come to my dinner party. And I was mad, of course, that she wasn't there. But I was more mad that she didn't tell me that she wasn't coming. Like, you know, she could have fucking told me that she wasn't coming to my dinner party. Like, she was a fucking no call, no show.
Okay. So, I didn't come to your dinner party because at that time, I texted you, right? Earlier that day. And I said, I don't feel like you helped me in the video. So, that's kind of my reason why I didn't come. Because at that point in my mind, I'm like, this chick didn't even help me. I'm getting banked, you know. Like, I'm done with her. And I want to address the I'm done part. Because with me, I said I'm done because I don't say that I'm like, oh, you know, and I don't want anybody to think like I'm like, oh yeah, we got into a fight and I just said, oh, I'm done. No, my I'm done came from it's situations that we probably not gonna speak of, but you know the situations before that came up, and for me that was kind of my like last straw. Even though you did help in the video, I felt like that you didn't help me to the same extent that I would have helped you. Because I remember when you was telling me like, oh, you know, your boyfriend was pulling you away, and for me that wouldn't have been an excuse, because to me nobody would have been able to pull me away, because I would have fought any and everybody. Like, I think I was even fighting him at one time to get to the other girls, but what I'm saying, like, I would have fought any and everybody that got in my way. So when you told me that, I'm like, nah, that's not an excuse to me. So when I'm like, you didn't help me, I'm saying I didn't feel like you helped me to the same extent that I would have helped you, is what I'm saying. And this is based off the videos that I've seen. And me saying I'm done. And my thing is, maybe if the other situations didn't happen, that could have been a situation we just talked about, squash, you know. But I want to say, because the other situations did happen, for me it's just like, I'm just gonna let it go. That's kind of my final straw, you know. That's kind of where that's where my head was.
So you said that, like, when you sent me the message, and this is how I felt about it. I feel like, for one, in our years, our loving, Bria, all your foundation just all your
brothers. Damn shit. Bitch, that's why it's not even the whole thing. Just shut up. Bitch, fuck you. You think this shit is funny, huh? That's why you drooling and shit. You just brought this shit. I can't have shit. First the crackhead steal my makeup bag. Kenise, get the fuck out my face. I'm not. I'm just smearing it and shit. I'm just.
Oh, I always do that when I got drink in my mouth when I'm laughing. I hate that.
Shut up.
Alright, so this is how I feel about that. Because you said that to me, you know, when we texted that night after my party. I feel like, for one, in our years of being friends, there's been times where I've done shit, you know, that should cause us to not be friends, and vice versa. Like, I feel like you've done shit as well. That, like, I feel like, let me finish. I feel like we both had reasons to cut each other off. But I feel like if we already moved past, you know, those situations, that shouldn't be added on to a new situation, if you get what I'm saying. Like, that's not fair. Like, in any long-term relationship, whether it be a friendship or a romantic relationship, there are going to be times where both people feel like they can cut the other person off. But if you start tallying up every time, and it's 20 years later, let's say a relationship or whatever the case may be, it's 20 years later, and you allow in this situation, a current situation that you're going on, and you adding it on to all the other situations that you already moved past, like, that's not fair.
That's true. Okay.
So,
no, but what I will say is, it's not like I'm bringing stuff up from middle school. I'm not bringing stuff up from
regardless. I feel like at that moment when you decided
that I did bring up, they were recent. What, the fight happened in January. I was bringing up something that happened like the March before that.
What was you bringing up?
March, the trip. That's number one.
That was when we went in March or April.
It was March because it was my
Yeah.
spring break. I was bringing up the trip. We don't have to discuss that. But I was bringing up Miami, and I'm bringing up everything that happened right on my birthday, July. And then on top of that, it's March, and then it was the whole situation that happened in July, and then it was the fight. So at that point, I felt like I forgave you for the Miami trip.
And that's another thing that I'm saying. At the end of the day, you feel like I was wrong at the fucking Miami trip, but I feel like you were wrong for the Miami trip.
No, you don't.
No, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, I want. Okay, let's talk about this because I want to hear this.
You want me to cut this out? This
No, because no.
I asked you before
wasn't wrong.
I asked you before we did this video if you wanted to talk about.
Let's talk about it because I wasn't wrong. Because I want to hear.
Okay,
How the hell you think I was wrong?
What's your
That's
piece?
what I want to hear.
What's your piece? The
Just
moment
so
you
you know,
decided,
she was wrong in Miami. Period.
okay, that's how she feels.
I don't understand. Okay, you know what? I want you to tell me.
And I feel like
I
you
want
was
you-
wrong in Miami.
How?
I 100% was wrong
How?
around your birthday. 100%.
Okay, but
And I
how
made-
do you feel? No, how do you feel like I was wrong in Miami?
You stressing me out.
How do you feel like I was wrong in Miami?
Yo, I feel like you were being inconsiderate, for one, and irresponsible as always. Listen, calm your nerves. Calm your nerves, because you're getting wound up for no reason. You're getting wound up for no reason. We don't have to go through the whole story, but just as a nutshell, you were mad. Let me just try to understand why you were mad. You were mad because I didn't take you back to you and me. Yes, right or wrong?
That's not even.
No, I'm naming
number
reasons.
5 on the list.
Okay, so you mad that I accidentally lost your fucking wallet?
No, that's okay.
So what's
I was
your
not
issue with the Miami
the
trip?
wallet.
What's your core issue with the Miami trip?
You losing my wallet and my phone was an accident. Okay. My problem was number one was still that night. How you were like, number one, you know, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have any money. And like at that point, I'm heartbroken. I had to go right back to school. I didn't have a job, and I couldn't afford to get any of that stuff back. So I'm like, damn, I just lost everything I own. And then that same night, you were like, oh, Brie, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, I can eat. And then you go to say, oh, well, I don't have enough money to get us both something to eat. You're like, no. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. It's a McDonald's up the street. I don't mind eating McDonald's. And then you go to say to me, well, I don't want McDonald's. I want Denny's. Like, no.
Wait, pause.
You're like, I don't want McDonald's. I want Denny's. And my point is like, yo, you don't just, even though it was an accident, you just dropped my phone, my bank card, my cash, my driver's license, my school ID, literally everything I own in the ocean, even though it was an accident. And then you're going to tell me, oh, well, like basically, I can't get you nothing to eat. Go eat some snacks in the room. Like, that's what you told me. And I felt some kind of way. Because you don't, even though it was an accident, like, it happened. And you told me, well, oh, can you just eat snacks in the room? Like, no, I think that was really selfish. And I feel like that shouldn't have happened. Because if it was the other way around, accident or not, I would have felt bad. Like, damn, bitch, you hungry? Let's go to fucking Outback. Like, that's how I was, that's how I would have felt. Yes.
Alright. So, honestly, before you start responding and start reacting, let me say my whole piece, okay? Honestly, I don't remember telling you to go eat snacks. What I remember is, I said before you react, what I remember is me asking you if you were hungry. Because, like, alright, and this is my thing about the whole Miami trip.
1 second. Anybody, you see my hands in my lashes?
Here's my thing with the whole Miami trip. And this is why I say you were being irresponsible and selfish, which you can be a whole lot of the fucking times. The Miami trip in a nutshell, y'all, just a short story because I really don't feel like getting into details about like the whole situation altogether. We planned a Miami trip for 2 weeks before we actually went to Miami. Bria has a habit of this, y'all. We'll plan something. For one, Bria's always late and she can be very irresponsible. So for the Miami trip, We planned it for 2 weeks, y'all. Mind you, this is Miami, so we took off work. We did a whole lot of shopping. We got piercings. Like, we got ready for Miami trip. We are at my house. We were leaving for Miami at, I think, like 6 a.m., 5 or 6 a.m. And we're at my house, and it's probably like 12 to 11 p.m., 12 a.m. My house. Hours before we leave for Miami. Bags packed and everything. Bria comes to me and is like, she's like, I don't want to go to Miami no more. Mind you, it wasn't just me and Bria going. We were going with my brother and his girlfriend. So it was a 4-way trip, and everything we was doing was pretty much split 4 ways. The hotel, the gas, like everything was split 4 ways. So Bria tells me 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours before the trip, bags packed, taking off work, everything done, I don't want to go no more. So I said, why? She said, I'm just looking at her exact words. I'm just looking at my bank account and I don't really have any money. So I said, how you don't have any money, Bria? She said, I've been swiping my card and I haven't been paying attention to what I was spending my money on. And basically, she didn't really have a lot of money for Miami. So I was like, I really wanted to go, like everything. And I felt like it wasn't fair because I'm like, if you back out, I have to back out from the trip as well, because I'm not about to be a third wheel with my brother and his girlfriend, and then that's not fair, because now something that was split 4 ways is now split 2 ways, and that's not fair. Like, I already took off work, we did all this shopping for what? Just to not go? So I'm like, look, the first 2 days of the trip, I got you. I'll pay your portion of the gas, and I'll pay for our food. And originally, we probably was going to eat at restaurants. Like, we was probably going to do, like, a whole lot more. But I'm like, you know, since I got to make sure we both straight, because I don't know, I think you was getting some money, that, like, both of us was getting some money, like, halfway through the trip, right? Well, then I was. Yeah, so I was getting paid like Friday or something like that. I don't know. But basically, the trip was 4 days. I was like, the first 2 days, I got you. Like, we just gonna have to eat on a budget compared to what we would have did if you were straight and I was straight. So that was that. When I asked her, and this is what I remember, I don't remember straight telling her, like, eat some fucking snacks, like the way she said it. I don't remember that. The shit,
those were your exact words.
Okay, and I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't remember straight telling you to eat some snacks. What I remember is us being in Miami, and I did accidentally lose her fucking wallet. I remember asking her, like, was you hungry? And like she said, I can eat. And I asked her, well, like, bitch, are you hungry or are you just being greedy? Because both of us can be fucking greedy. There's a difference between I'm hungry, bitch, feed me. And that's what I asked her. Are you hungry? And she didn't say, and she just said it. She didn't say, oh yeah, I'm hungry, like I really want to eat. She said, I can't eat. And everybody that's fat, no, I can't eat mean I'm not really hungry, but if there's food, I want it. And at this point, granted, it wasn't accident losing her wallet. I already, covered both of us for the first 2 days of the trip. We are now on to the second 2 days of the trip. And it's supposed to be, I said, let me fucking finish.
I will say it right if you're going to say it.
I know, it ain't no right or wrong. I'm telling you my perspective. You said your perspective.
No, you said you covered me the first 2 days of the trip, and that's not true. No,
how was it not true?
That's not true.
How was it not true?
As far as food and everything, I paid for everything that I had. What are you saying? The only thing I didn't pay for, I think you said you had like.
I know I covered your gas.
Yeah, and that was it.
Like I said, this is 2017. I'm pretty sure I covered us the first 2 days, so that was the fucking.
No, agreement. The only time you. No, for gas. Only time you covered me was when you lost my wallet and stuff. Because I had money.
Whatever the case may be, I asked her, was she hungry? And she said, can you pass me my edge control? I asked her, was she hungry? And she said, I can eat. Basically, I'm not really hungry, but if there's some food, I can eat. At this point, I feel bad that I lost her wallet, and I'm thinking, like, we got a budget at this point. Like, now the money that I thought was just for me, now I got to make sure we both straight. So, wow, if Cash App existed back then, this wouldn't even been a problem. Ain't that crazy?
It wasn't. I think it
existed. But ain't that crazy, though? Like, you could have just, whatever was in your account, you could have logged online, seen how much, and just cashed at me that amount, and we would have been. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Basically, I felt like she was just being greedy, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because that's how we are on a regular. But in that very moment, I'm thinking about the money I have left. Now I gotta cover both of our gas back home, which originally I was just supposed to cover her gas there. I gotta cover both of our gas back home and make sure we eat the rest of the trip. And this bitch talking about something I can eat. Like, she just like,
I understand exactly.
I can eat. But look, this is how I feel. Honestly, we both can be extremely selfish.
I don't think I was selfish.
But I'm not saying in that situation. I'm just saying period. Like, you have a lot of selfish ways. I can't go against that. You can be extremely selfish, but so can I. So seriously, I apologize. Like, if you felt like I should have been taking you to Outback, or though, and it's 27. It's 2019 now. Like, I don't think necessarily we the same people, but certain things like that I'm pretty sure we both worked on since then. What I'm saying is, like, honestly, how we feel, how our view of that situation is different. Like how she saw it and how I saw it. But yeah, if you felt like I was being selfish, I apologize, because I can admit that I'm not gonna say now so much, but like back then I definitely could have been very selfish in that situation. I wasn't in your shoes, and it took me like a while to understand, like, not just with our situation, just like with my relationships with people in general, to understand like it's not like a lot of stuff is up to perspective. So it's not necessarily you were right and I was wrong, or vice versa, I was right and you was wrong. Like that's irrelevant. It's really about how you perceives how I was being and how I perceived it. Right. You felt like I was being selfish and I felt like you was being greedy, but I can admit that I can be selfish. So I apologize for that situation alone. Seriously.
Thank you.
As far as the Miami trip, like I said, Bria can be very irresponsible. Like, I was mad already.
How was you? We still ain't talking about how I was irresponsible.
I'm telling you how. Because we knew 2 weeks before we went to Miami that we was going to Miami.
2 weeks, nigga. 2 weeks.
So this, I'm gonna give the statement that was irresponsible. The whole, I was just swiping my card and wasn't paying attention to it.
No,
that was irresponsible.
It's not.
We got a trip to go to.
I understand that, but let's take into consideration. Number one, I didn't have a job. I'm in school.
You wasn't working at the time?
No, I didn't have a job. I'm in school, and the money that I was using was my taxes. I feed myself. So the whole time I was home, I had to eat some kind of way. So I'm swiping my card not on like dumb stuff, but to feed me, to like, you know, do things that I need to do. And I wasn't like damn, like I've been taking care of myself, and I'm not realizing I thought I had all of this money from Miami when I don't. Nobody was giving me any money. Nobody was giving me anything, and I wasn't working at the time. So when I calculated Miami, I'm like, yeah, I got this refund check. I can take this refund check. I can pay for this. I can pay for that. But I didn't calculate. Maybe that's irresponsible. Yeah. But I didn't calculate the money that I'm going to need to eat and stuff and take care of myself before we get to Miami.
Right. So like you said, that was irresponsible. But baby, I ain't mad at you. Because I'm just getting to a point where I'm learning to be financially responsible. Like just now. Like as in these past 2 weeks. No, seriously. Like I really prayed for it to understand, to like, you know, be financially responsible. So I understand. But like in my shoes, I'm mad because like I said, her backing out of the trip 5 hours before put everybody else at a disadvantage, because like I said, if she not going, I don't have no reason to go. Like it's supposed to be a friendship trip for me and Bria, but a couples trip for my brother and his girlfriend. So if Bria not going, I'm not going. And it's just like, now all the money I done spent on clothes and like, you know, like we was taking my vehicle to go to Miami. My brother's not going to Miami with my vehicle without me. Like it just put everybody in like a tough spot. And I feel like if Bria would have been more responsible, calculating her expenses, this, that, and the third. Like you didn't break it down like that. Like bitch, it's not like I was just spending. You saying this now on camera like you was getting food, but when you said it back then, you just said I just was swiping and I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I didn't know that you was swiping like to take care of yourself. Right. I'm thinking you just swiped because we both was doing shopping. Like we both bought new clothes and we like bought, I think we got bathing suits and stuff. Like we both was buying stuff in Miami. So when you said, oh, I just been swiping and haven't paid attention, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking like, oh, like at the end of the day we best friends, but I don't, your bank account not on my phone, right. And we don't live with each other. So I don't know that your day-to-day life is like, oh, you gotta take care of yourself, if you get what I'm saying. Right. So back then I wasn't thinking about like, oh, she was spending on things that she needed. I was thinking like, how the fuck you know we going to Miami and you not being responsible with your finances. That's right. What the fuck I was thinking about. So that's just the Miami situation. But like I said,
we splat on my head like that. Time out. What is that?
Ew.
Pause.
I don't like that.
Me neither. It just splat me right in my head. Okay, y'all. So I go to UMS, and the plan before we got on the road, we drove. So the plan before we got on the road was that on the way going back, before we got home, we were going to drop me off at home, basically. I mean, at school. I call it home. So we're like, oh, we're going to drop you off at home. I told her, like, you know, that's my only option. And if we can't do that, then basically I can't go because I'm going to have no way back to school. So, when I lost my bank card and stuff, we did leave like earlier than we was going to plan to.
No, we
right?
didn't. We left for associate.
Really? I could have swore we left like the night before. Then we was going to leave like.
No, we ended up going to sleep because we was about to leave the night before, and then we was like, we won't go to sleep. So we woke up early the next morning and we left.
Okay, so we left like the same time we were supposed to leave and things like that. On the way going back, Devin did most of the driving down there. He did most of the driving, period. And he's like, on the way going back, he's like, Bree, we not gonna be able to take you back because he's speaking about him and his girlfriend. He's like, we gotta be back to school by such and such time, and we're gonna be late if we drop you off at school. My school was like 2.5 hours away from where we live. So I'm like, well, I'm thinking basically like, we're gonna have to do something because that was the plan, and I need to get back to school. Like, I have class just like y'all have class. So but Devin wound up saying to Kenise like, Kenise, when we get out the car, you can just drive and take Bria to school. So I'm thinking, in my head I'm thinking like, okay, that's the plan. But then Kenise is like, oh well, I have to go to work, Brie. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take you back. And I'm like, okay, now this is too much. Or like, this wasn't the plan. This is in my head. I'm like, this was not the plan. Now you gotta go to work. Now he can't take me because we gotta go to school, and I need to get back to school. At this point, I'm kind of irritated. I'm in the back and I'm like irritated. But at this point, Kenise is like, can you check and see if anybody you know is going back to school? And I'm telling her like, I already did this before we left. Like, I already know that nobody's going back, but I'll check anyway. And at the time I was texting one girl, like my sweet man at the time. I'm like, oh, she lived in PG. I was gonna have to drive to her. I'm like, can you take me back to school? Da 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 da. But it turned out we were getting back too late for her, and she was gonna already be in school. So at this time, I'm in the back pissed. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna get back to school? At this point, I'm pissed. I ain't got no phone, no wallet, no way back to school. And in my mind, I'm pissed as shit. So we wind up, I don't know, maybe we was in like North Carolina or something. And we get out the car and we're like, we're getting gas. And mind you, me and Kenise, we wasn't even really talking.
We wasn't talking.
Yeah, because we was like, I'm like irritated. Yeah. And like, I didn't ask for shit. I just get out the car.
You done your makeup?
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking.
I get out the car to like stretch my legs and stuff, and then when Kenise come back from the gas station, she's like, Bree, it's your turn to drive. And I'm thinking like, no the hell it's not my turn to drive. I'm not driving shit. Like, we ain't going where I need to go. I don't got shit. I'm gonna sit my black ass in this back seat and y'all can drive. Like, at this point I'm pissed. So then she's like, oh well, I'm really not taking you back to school now. Just like, look, you didn't want to take me from the jump, period. I'm like, that's what my head, I'm like, you didn't want to take me from the jump. So don't try to use me not wanting to drive now as an excuse. Like, because I didn't want to drive because you like, oh, I gotta go to work, basically. And that's kind of how that situation was. And then from there, y'all just drove home. I stayed in the back. We drove back to your house and I called a ride from there. And then on top of that, I wound up not being able to go to school. I missed like 2 days of school because I couldn't get back. So,
alright, so here's my piece on that situation. Before we left for the trip, Bria didn't tell me until we damn near done my makeup now. At this point, we just talking. We just talking. But okay, so we going on the trip. It's 2 weeks before Miami. We talking about the trip. This is how the whole situation went 5 to 6 hours before the trip. We in the house and Bria's like, she added on to the fact that she didn't have money. She said, you know, like, I don't really have any money and I don't know how I'm gonna get back to school. So my mom,
but can I stop you really quick? But the whole time I was telling you I've been trying to find a ride. Like,
yeah, but you didn't make that a factor of you not going until 5 to 6 hours before the trip.
Because I thought I was going to find a ride. I was trying to find a ride.
Okay, so this is where I'm at with it. Hella irresponsible. It's
irresponsible.
It's 5 to 6 hours before we leaving for Miami, and you like, oh, I don't have no money, and I don't know how I'm gonna get back to school. Like, it's 5 to 6 hours before the trip.
But the whole time I'm telling you, I don't have a ride. I'm trying to find a ride.
You telling me you trying to find a ride, but you never made it a factor that you going to Miami was not going to be a thing unless you had a ride until 5 to 6 hours before. You were saying,
but I'm telling you that, like, I was saying that because I'm saying that's a factor. Like, the whole time I never said, okay, Denise, I'm not gonna be able to go if I don't have a ride. No, because I didn't want to put that in the atmosphere, and I didn't want to make that an option. But the whole time, even before the 5 or 6 hours, even like days before, I'm like, damn, I don't have a ride. I'm trying to find a ride back to school, and it's just getting closer and closer when I'm trying to find a ride back to school. And then it hit me a few hours before we getting ready to go, like, yo, my bank account is low, and I still don't have a ride back to school, and I didn't call everybody I know. That's why I said that.
Right. So, can I finish now? I be letting you talk and I don't cut you off.
I'm sorry.
Whether I disagree or not, but you be cutting me the fuck off.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so like the fuck I said, she was saying days before the trip, you know, that she was looking for a ride to get back to school. But like I said, she didn't make that a factor of why she could or couldn't go if she didn't have a ride back to school until 5 to 6 hours before the trip. So she added that on to the fact that she didn't have really any money. Like, she was like, I don't have any money and I'm not going if I don't have a way to get back to school. So at this point, I'm pissed because it's 5 to 6 hours before. Like, this is not, we're not driving to Ocean City. This is not a ride up the street to Towson Mall. This is a 15-hour drive. We're going to Atlanta and we're going to Miami for 4 days. Like, this is a whole trip, and she talking about some damn hours before. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I can't go if this, that, and the third. So at this point, I'm mad because, like, you being hella irresponsible. Like I said, she brought it up days before, but she didn't make that a factor of why she couldn't go until right before it was time to go. You want to try? It's either you do or you don't. Ain't no try.
I was trying.
Ain't no try.
It is trying.
No, you was trying to find a ride, but you wasn't letting me know. You ain't let me know a week before. Like, look, Kenise, like, you ain't tell me the severity of you not having a ride. Like,
no,
you
hold on. No, let's stop there. Me bringing up if I don't have a ride, we're gonna no. At first, this was like, I want to say probably, I don't know how many days before, but this was like at least a day before. Because I remember talking to my mother about it, and she was like, well, if you don't find a ride, see if they can drop you off. And I could have sworn days before, I'm like, Kenise, if I don't find a ride, we're going to have to take me back. That was more than 6 hours before the trip. You didn't bring that up until we was about to leave for the trip. But can I finish? Please. I'm just asking. Can I have your permission to finish, please? Thank you. So, this is hours before the trip, and she's like, you gonna have to take me back to school. And at that point, I'm just like, okay, fine. Like, I done already agreed to. I'm letting you. I'm sorry.
Okay, you just making your faces. That's fine. I'm making some faces too. It's your turn. So, I told her, like, yeah, like, no, this is what I said. I said, see if UMES, I don't go to UMES, y'all. I don't fucking go to UMES. Bria goes to UMES. So I asked her, like, if UMES was on the way from Florida to Baltimore, then yeah, like, we already passing it. And this is what I just realized, because I looked it up 2 days ago when I was telling my friend about, no, seriously though, listen, technically, Bria, alright, remember when we was about to leave for the trip and we put, like, alright, we was leaving for the trip to come back home to Baltimore, we put in my address and it was like 15 hours. And then remember we put in UMES and it said 18 hours? So me and Justin got
like a 2.5.
No, listen, UMES really is on the way back to Baltimore. I don't know why the route didn't show up though. But me and Justin got into an argument. He's like, no, Kenise, like, y'all do pass UMES on the way. And I'm like, no, the fuck we don't, because when we put it in the GPS, it added on 3 hours, but it's water in between. So I'm like, so we would have had to go across the ocean, is what you saying, unless we go up then back down. He's like, no, it's a tunnel that goes under the water to UMES. So basically, another thing that was just really unnecessary, because if we would have checked alternate routes, I'm about to show you, we really do pass UMES. Look, you see that? So we never checked to see, that's how, look, because you got to go through the water to get there. He just, because we was like, we go up to Baltimore. This is Baltimore. This is where we at right now. To go back down. So when he looked at it, he was like, fuck no. But he never taps right here to see, like, look, it take 4 fucking hours off the trip. So I didn't even realize that till 2 fucking days ago. So here goes another whole fucking situation. That ain't have to be what the fuck it was if we would have just fucking took our damn time when we was leaving, or took the phone from Devin, because he's really like low-key retarded. We come back home. I mean, we riding. We check in the car, and Devin was driving, so he checked the GPS, and he said that it was a further way. So in my mind, y'all, I'm be real. I didn't say this out loud, and I didn't say it out loud for a reason. Bria being irresponsible and selfish was in my mind. So in my mind, she didn't told me like, oh, she don't have a way to get back to school, but bitch, it's a way that she can get back to school, and she just want us to take her since we already. No, listen to what I'm saying. I don't know who the fuck you be texting and who the fuck you be writing.
You did see who I was texting.
How the hell am I see what's in your phone?
Because I didn't have a phone, right? So I had to use your
I wasn't reading your fucking text messages.
You were, because you responded to the girl. The girl, I was texting my sweet baby.
No, I'm talking about previous. Like, you already trying to find a way back home. This is what I'm saying. I had it in my mind that, all right, worst case scenario, when we get back home, yes, I really did have to go to work. Like, I'm thinking about the time. In my mind, when we left for Miami, we taking Bria on the way. Now we talking about some Devin, like, oh, we got to get back home. Then you got to leave out. After we just did a 15-hour trip from Florida, you got to leave back out and do another 3-hour trip to, UMES, and then a 3-hour check home. So that's 6 hours extra for me and nobody else but me. 3 hours extra for you and 6 hours extras for me. That's what it would have been that we got to do now. So in my mind, if we get back home and she really don't have a way to get back to school, I'm going to take her. But I wasn't telling her that because I know Bria. We're in the car and she's like, oh, well, this is how I want to go. I feel like she wasn't going to put in the effort to try to find an alternate way to get back home with somebody else who's already going back to UMES to find a way to get back home, because I said, like, all right, well, then I'll take you. Worst case scenario, I take you. In my mind, like, you can be selfish at times. So I'm thinking, like, you're not really going to put in the effort if you think, like, you don't have no other choice but to ask other people to make sure that you get a way back home. Can I finish? So halfway through the trip, we was like, I want to say probably like 5-6 hours in, we stopped, and agreements was, you know, Devin do some driving, I do some driving, Bree do some driving. Damn, Amber, damn, to this day still, I'm trying to figure out why the fuck this bitch, why the fuck she had to touch this thing. She had to drive. That's not fair, but that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, we stopped. It's like 5-6 hours into the trip back home to Baltimore. We got 10 hours to go, and Bria straight up told me, like, I'm not driving. Like, she hunched her shoulders, leaned her chair all the way back and said, I'm not driving. So now I'm pissed. And by then, when we got back home, she left out of my house like as soon as we got back home. So you just saying just now that you didn't get home to school till 2 days later. I didn't know that till just now. No. Because when what's the name? No, I did not. When we stopped talking,
before, but we discussed the situation before.
No, I don't remember you telling me that you didn't. So how did you get back to school?
Nadine had to buy me a bus ticket.
You got a bus back to school?
No, wait, I'm lying. No, Nadine brought me a bus ticket, but then what happened? As soon as Tyler was getting ready to take me back to the bus, and he was just like, I want to go back to school with you. I'm like, okay, well, take me back to school. But it was already like, it was like that Tuesday or something.
So Tyler could have took you?
He did take me.
So why didn't he take you when we first came from Miami?
Because he works. He has a job.
Okay. But me having a job didn't matter.
No, it mattered, but we had a time schedule. Like, we
thought that UMES was on. Well, I guess now we know that it was on the way. But
one thing I will say that bothered me, Devin did most of the driving, and it was kind of Devin that kind of said, oh, you know, we can't do it, basically. And I feel like with this being, you know, your mom's car, you should have said, and you be my best friend, and you knowing that that's the only way I had back, you should have told Devin, no, you know, we agreed to take Bria back to school, and that's what we're going to have to do. I felt like you should have stepped up, and you should have told him no, because that was the plan. Like, and then on top of that, we got back home at like 6 o'clock in the morning. We got back.
Really?
Yes, it was still dark outside when we got back home.
No, we got back home like 11 o'clock at night. It was late at night when we got home. We left 6 o'clock in the morning from Florida and got back home late that night. We was driving all day.
Whatever time it was you had more. You didn't have to be to work till 4 o'clock in the evening the next day. That's more than enough time.
And this is what I'm saying. When we got, and you said that we had a conversation days later, and I found out that you got back to UMES. When we got back home and you left and you got your ride, I really thought that you had a way at the right moment. Mind you, we didn't talk the whole 15 hours.
That's the problem we've been talking about the whole time. You just assuming stuff. I literally told you out my mouth that I didn't have a ride. You decided to keep going on, said that I had a ride that I didn't. I told you out of my mouth that I did not have a ride. You decided to say, oh, she'll find a ride, or she has a ride. She just mean, no, I didn't have a ride.
No, I'm not saying that I knew that, like, I know that you didn't have a ride, but I thought by me saying, like, okay, look, before we left for Miami, I'm thinking you and me, yes, is on the way fucking back. And that we don't have to take an extra 3 hours to get back. And like they both said, it's 3 college students in the car, and it's one person that has to be to work. And it's 2 people that saying, like, no, like, we gotta be there.
By the time we got back, Kenise, I'm saying we had more than enough time to get me to school and get you to work.
I'm saying I had all intentions of, if we got back to Baltimore, let's say you would have did your portion of the drive in the center third, we got back to Baltimore, you like, bitch, I still don't have a ride, we would have left out and been on our way to fucking you and me, yes.
No,
but us riding back and you being stubborn, like, that wasn't fair. It's
no,
a 15.
What do you mean? What do you not
finish?
No,
damn.
no.
You keep, that's rude. Like, that's your problem. No, like, you don't know how to communicate. When you communicate with someone, you say your piece. Regardless,
say stuff that makes sense.
Okay, and this is what I'm saying to you. You be saying shit out your mouth that I may not agree with either. But like I said, it's up to perspective. If you, like, we can't help
right is right, is wrong is wrong. You said you was going to take me back to school. You ain't doing it.
And you also said that you and me, yes, wasn't an extra 3 hours on our trip. You said
and we just established that it wasn't.
And when we find this out?
Well, we should have found it out then.
Okay, so my point exactly.
My point exactly. It wasn't extra, correct?
No, it wasn't.
Exactly.
But when we looked, did you say that? That's what I'm saying. Neither one of us did, because neither one of us had the GPS and neither one of us was driving when we left.
But listen,
I'm talking about Pennsylvania. Neither one of us was driving.
My thing is, if you said you're going to take me back to school,
stop banging on the desk. All this stuff is.
If you say you're going to take me back to school, you should have made sure I got back to school. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't have let Devin be in control. That was your car. You shouldn't have let him be in control of what we're going to do. You should have said, no, Devin. We said we was going to get Bria back to school. She doesn't have any other way, and that's what we're going to do. You want to keep saying, oh, well, I thought you was going to find it. No, I didn't. I told you that I didn't.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on from this topic.
Yeah, because we shouldn't have even got on this topic.
Why not?
Because
I mean that whole situation was a factor into the final.
And y'all, so this is March of 2017, and my birthday is January of 2018. So this is basically in a nutshell, because we didn't even have to the video extra long now because we done told this whole backstory. In a nutshell, what I'm saying is, if we already moved past certain situations, it's not fair to continue to add tally marks. And we didn't move past, we went past March, and then we had another situation in the summer that we also moved past. It is now January. However many months later, we done moved past the situation. It's not fair for you to say, like, oh, I'm cutting you off because of what happened tonight and also what happened 8 months ago, even though we moved past it. Like, that's not, at the end of the day, you have how you feel about the situation and I have how I feel about the situation. Like, I apologize for what I apologize for, but one thing I can say about you, you rarely say, okay, I'm wrong. Like, you don't see it. You can be.
Where was I wrong? Listen,
we didn't talk about this shit.
I said I was irresponsible about the money situation and all of that. I told you I didn't have.
Okay, no, maybe I used wrong as the wrong word. Seeing things from other lens other than your own is what I'm saying. You be looking at situations just from your viewpoint.
I'm looking at right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm looking at how I would have carried you.
Okay.
That's how I'm looking at it. I would have, if I told you I was gonna get you back, I would have made sure you got back. The fight situation, I would have beat everybody that was in my way. I'm looking at how I would have carried you, and it like hurt me to know that you wouldn't carry me the same way. Is what I'm saying. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm looking at it how I would have done you.
Okay.
And then you saying oh, like, you know, we talked about it, you apologize, you let it go. But if you in a relationship with a nigga and he cheated on you one time, I mean, you know, we take niggas back. You'll take them back. But after the 10th time he cheated on you, you still gonna take him back? Or
hell no.
Right, because of what he did this time and what he did all of the previous time.
Right.
It's like, I forgave you for this time, but don't do me wrong again. And if you do me wrong again, you done me wrong twice.
Okay, so now we at my birthday, right? And this is how I feel. Like I can admit, right now, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But as far as my birthday, I really feel, and I'm not even gonna say felt, as in past, I'm saying present tense. I really feel like in that whole situation, I did the best that I could have done in that whole situation. And you don't see that.
No, the birthday situation, I believe you. What I'm saying is,
you keep talking about something like,
no, I just believe that we are two different people is what I'm gonna say.
No, that's not no, we are two different people. That's not fair though, because you basically saying that to say like you would have looked out for me, but I didn't look out for you. But this is what I'm saying.
You looked out for me the best you could have.
No, this is what I'm saying. You only look at situations from your lens. The world does not revolve around Bria. Everybody don't operate the same way that you do, and everybody don't see things the way that you do, Bria. And if I was wrong, I would sit here like I didn't have a problem with it in the other situation. I would tell you like, okay, like I was wrong. But no, I was a good ass fucking friend that night. It wasn't your birthday. Like it's my 21st birthday, my event. I heard the bitch say, oh, what you want? You want to fight this and the third? And and you saying that she's talking to you, but in that moment, and this is up to perspective, like I said, you saying that she's talking to you, but I thought that she was talking about me because I was the one who actually had beef with somebody. You didn't have beef with none of these people. I actually had beef, so there's a given reason why I thought that the bitch was referring to me when she said, oh, she want to fight. I walked away from a fight that had something to do with me. But when I got in that car, and you can ask anybody that was in there, we can call everybody that was in the car right now. When I got in that car and I said, where's Bria? And they said she outside fighting, I said, fuck out of here. And I got out the car, literally grabbed my arm and was like, yo, like what you doing? I'ma get her. I said, fuck out of here, like that's my best friend, I'm fighting. So what I'm saying to you is, I walked away from a fight from myself on my birthday. Like my 21st birthday, broke all of my nails that I just got done, wig gone, all that on my birthday to fight for you, but I wasn't even about to fight for myself. And like you cut me off. I just explained to you, I did not cut you off solely on that situation. I mean, I get, but you adding that like I did something wrong. I really feel like I did the best that like what else was I to do? I got out the car to fight with you on my birthday with bitches you don't know. I had beef with the bitches.
Hearing you now, I understand. Denise, when I sent you that video, I was going based off solely what I seen in the video.
No, and that's another thing. Not even gonna bring up Shorty, your friend. This is how I feel about that. We saw that video sometime after we woke up. Like we saw it and we was talking. Yo, yes we did. We was on FaceTime. We looked because I sent it to you on Instagram. I'm like, yo, like the video on Instagram, and we saw it hours before you realized, like, oh, like so who did you talk to in that time?
Okay, I will say it. We did see the video, and I did look at it, and I'm like, no, because at first I'm like, damn, like I'm looking at it like I don't even remember this part, and then I did wind up showing people like, yo,
okay, and that was when this was me, not like, all right, I feel like both of us, it's not just me, it's not just you, because you sit here, we sit on camera, and you're saying a lot of things where you feel like I was a shitty ass friend to you, and I feel like there was times where you may have been a shitty friend to me, but obviously we both at this point may let outsiders' opinion affect the situation, because
I'll give you that,
because we looked at that video together and you didn't say at that very moment when we saw, because we saw it before anything, like we didn't say that, you didn't say at that very moment like, oh damn bitch, like why you leave me. Then it was hours later, I already know that you got a friend or two that don't fuck with me, just like I got friends who don't fuck with you either. I got friends who may feel like, why is you still friends with that girl? And you got friends who feel like, why the fuck is you still friends with that girl? So just like you had people tell you like, oh, like why the fuck she this and the third, me being me, like I feel like we got soft spots for each other, because you feel like I may have done certain things, but you still, obviously we still been friends past certain things, and vice versa. So I feel like there's a soft spot that we have for each other that we may, I don't know if it's necessarily a soft spot or us just knowing each other on a deeper level than how outsiders may see us, if you get what I'm saying. So when you cut me off top, I was mad as fuck. I'm like, I don't understand though. Like I'm talking to my boyfriend, I'm like, yo, like why would she just come? Like I'm mad. Like I cried about this shit. Like I was dead ass hurt. I'm like, yo, like I fought on my
was hurt
23rd.
too.
Yeah, but like I'm looking at it like, damn, like that's fucked up. Like I just broke all my fucking fingernails, lost my damn wig.
Everything you broke and lost, I lost too. And I felt like I was fighting for you because I was fighting a person I didn't even know.
And that was my point exactly. I wasn't even about to fight Shorty. Like I had beef with this bitch and I wasn't about to fight her.
Oh, that's true. But listen, in this situation, when you saying you think she was talking to you, you were thinking that she was talking to you from afar. Like you were thinking she was saying that.
Yeah, but you telling me now she was right. I didn't know that.
Ass in my face
Yeah.
like this. Like you can't walk away from that is what I'm saying. It's no walking away from that.
But you said he grabbed you and you was already at the car, so you did walk away from it. It was when you got slightly hit with a water bottle that you was like, okay.
Don't throw nothing at me.
And that's what I'm saying. You was thinking about, okay, she just fucking threw a water. I walked away from a bitch that I actually had beef with and wasn't even ready to fight. It wasn't that deep. Like I said in my story time, if she hit you with a glass bottle and you was genuinely hurt, that's something different. We gotta beat this bitch up because why would you throw that? You said that she threw a plastic bottle.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck she threw.
Well, it barely, was you hurt from what she threw at you?
It don't matter.
No, it does, and that's what I'm saying. You was thinking about yourself. You wasn't thinking about the fact like, all right, that's my best friend's birthday. Let me chill out. It's not even short. I don't even know these bitches. You wasn't thinking about that. No, you can't say that because I was. I had actual beef with this girl, and I heard her say,
I was drunk.
Bitch, it was my birthday. We was all drunk. I was drunk too, so don't say when you drinking you can't think. No, yes you can because I did. As when I heard Shorty say, I'm thinking like, it's my birthday.
You getting drunk?
Not a lie, honestly. Honestly, I don't.
Well, let me just
I'm be real. I don't. But listen, this is what I'm saying.
I mean, but no, I realized, no, but I did realize that was a problem for me though. Like, after that situation, I have gotten, not fights necessarily, but I have gotten to arguments being drunk and then waking up the next day like I shouldn't have done that. But in this situation, I felt like I was tempted. You don't, number one, you don't come in nobody's face asking if you want to fight. I walked away from that. That was me being a bigger person right there. Then you're going to throw something at me? Like, no, I'm not no bitch. Like, at that point, it's like, it's what's up at that point. It's no talking no more. You throwing stuff. You touching me physically. Now we're gonna have to fight.
I agree. Somebody saying something is not necessarily enough to make me want to fight them. But once it gets to the point where like you crossing boundaries where you feel like you could touch me or throw something at me or you touch one of my friends, I can agree that I'm definitely ready to pop shit. But the next day,
maybe being sober, maybe the whole situation
would have went differently.
I wouldn't probably haven't even walked over
to her. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like, to be like, hey, I know you, because you probably like you knew it, but you ain't know it. Right? Agree. So though, the next day though was the one who said like, because I didn't even think that far, like, oh, maybe she listened to other friends. I didn't think that far. He was the one that was like, Kenise, think about it. Y'all seen a video together this morning, everything was fine. He was like, you already know that one of her homegirls or two of her homegirls don't fuck with you. So what you think happened? Like, during the day, she done probably show other people the videos, and her friends who don't like you going to put that 2 cents in it.
I don't even think it was necessarily them. Honestly,
I do, and the reason why is because when we watched the video together, you didn't feel.
But I'm saying I don't think it was them who I showed. No, that's not what happened. Showing my other friends the video, and that's the first they like, oh, like you got banked. Period. Nobody like, 'cause they didn't even know what you looked like in the video. So nobody looked at it and said, oh, she walked away from you in the video. Nobody said that. They looked at the video like, oh, this my bitch. Like, I wasn't there last night. My bitch is getting banked. That's what they look like. Like, they like, oh, bitch, you got banked? Like, who were you with? I was with such and such and such and such. Oh, fuck no. Like, how did you get banked and you with your best friend is what they were saying. Nobody was saying, nobody said to me, oh, she walked away from you or she did. They was just looking at it at like what the situation was. You got banked and the people that you was
right, and that's what I'm saying. People who for one wasn't there and don't know nothing about nothing was able to say how you get banked, and this person was there.
A video,
and that's what I'm saying, and that's my point exactly. People on the outside looking in on the situation, they weren't there. They don't know. All they saw was 2 videos, and at the end of the day, they just clips of what happened tonight. They didn't see. There was no video recording of me being in a car like that's my best friend. I don't care what nobody in this car got to say. I'm about to fight. And when I just got in the car to walk away from a fight that I could have been in for myself, and I got in the car, they're like, oh, Bria fighting? And I straight said, okay, well then I'm fighting. Like, if my best friend fighting, I don't care what it's about, I don't care if she right or she wrong, I'm getting out this car and I'm fighting with her. They don't know nothing about that.
Right.
And that's why I feel like too many outsiders have like their opinions on situations that they just don't need to be.
And I will say,
they don't need to be
outside opinions. I'm not gonna say necessarily them, but like outside opinions.
Yeah.
Period, please.
Yeah, not just in just in period situations.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Basically, from there, now
We didn't.
we're here.
Yeah, we you text me like a month later. And okay,
No,
so let me
this
just say this. No, it was like a month later. It was like a month later.
I think no.
I might still have the messages.
No. A month later, I did the video.
No, I didn't see that video until like May or June, honestly.
Cause I didn't talk to you till after. I didn't send you that message till after the video.
Right, you sent me a message one day asking what I was doing, and I didn't.
But that was after I made the video. That was
we will have to look when we go upstairs.
That was after we.
I don't know, but I know like you had texted me.
But I
wanted to respond because we've done this before. Like we'll have our falling outs, we'll beef with each other and swear we done being friends, and then we start talking again. I was the one that was like, why is you still? He was like, the reason why she keep coming back is because you keep letting her. He was like, and this is where I was at with the whole situation. No, sit up. No, listen. This is where I was at with this whole situation. Regardless of
why I gotta be the
no
baby daddy.
Because listen, basically, this is how I felt about it. There's been times where I felt like you should have been cut off and I haven't. And there's been times where you felt like you should have cut me off and you have every single time. But you always text me like a month or two later like, this is how you started off. You be like, hey, or what you doing? And I'll respond because I'm thinking like it's something important, like we about to talk about something serious.
I think you tried to get my ass last time too. The first time
I tried to get what?
In my ass.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because I'm gonna be friends with you. No, this was like
because that's what I'm saying. Like we've done this before. The point that I'm making here is, look, you too wishy-washy. Sit up. Like why?
No, because you ain't blowing.
Listen.
I'm not wishy-washy.
No, listen.
I say what I say when I say it.
And listen, no, this is why I say you wishy-washy. You'll cut me off and say I'm not.
But for good reasons.
Okay, so here's my question. So why did you text me a month or two later, saying what you doing? Hey, what you doing? Because if you genuinely in your heart feel like I'm not a good friend, why the fuck would you text me?
This is no, was what I was saying. Looking back at the video situation, I felt like okay, maybe I react over the video situation, like over the fighting situation. I'm like, okay, yeah, that was like, because my main reason for being done over the video situation was because that was like my third straw. So then looking at it and thinking about it, okay, maybe I was like, okay, maybe she didn't help me as much as she could, or such and such. And then on top of that, I missed you.
We just, first the camera died, and we would want to discuss the rest of everything on camera, but we were like kind of in the heat of the situation, so we just decided to address everything off camera. And that's what we did. We just been talking for like the past hour just about like everything, some things that we may not have mentioned in the video, just talking about, like I said, our whole situation all together. At this very moment, we're not anything. We're just Bria and Kenise, and we'll just see where everything goes from this point. Yeah. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will have Bria's channel linked down below. Let me know in the comments. Just, I don't know, like I don't
tell you about them comments.
Because people are just so opinionated, but like everybody's just
honestly really no. I mean, I think
people's
opinions are good.
Yeah, but
we have
in this situation,
opinions in our ears.
Our relationship is a touchy situation, and it's like she said, we already have people that we both are close with,
like in our ears, so we don't
voicing,
really need,
yeah.
To me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Pretty much.
Because I clap back.
Yeah, not because she clapped back, but basically, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. We got a lot of.
Take that out. People gonna be like, "Oh shit, bitch."
Yeah, but like I said, we already got a lot of people that's just like voicing their
but we really don't
opinions,
need any more negative energy in this.
We trying to, if we gonna be friends, we want to do it on our own accord, yeah. If we don't want to be friends, we want it to be because we don't, we don't want everybody else.
But we would never be we would never be enemies. There would never be no drama between us. Anytime we're together, it's going to be the same type of vibe. No matter what, if we decide to continue to be friends or not, we love each other regardless. It would never be awkward between us. I don't feel like we even have to like realize where we stand between each other, because we both have like that love and connection for each other. So we're gonna be good regardless.
Facts, period. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to Bria's channel. Give her some thumbs up. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.